What's going on, guys? Aaron Goldston here. And in case this is your first time to the channel, my name is Aaron Goldston. I've started over a dozen businesses. I've been listening to 2 to 3 hours of self-improvement a day for the last 10 years. And what I like to do is I like to take kind of the nuts and bolts of what I've learned, strategies, tactics, and mindsets that I have learned to create wealth, that I've taught to other people and that have worked, and I like to share it in these videos. Everything you learn on my channel is stuff that is working now and will continue to work because it's time and tested. Just like gravity is a law, there are certain laws when it comes to making money. Certain things are proven to work, certain things are proven not to work. So if you can do less, if you can get the right information, so you can learn more of the things to do to get rich and avoid a lot of the things not to do to get rich, you will experience less pain, you will lose you won't lose money spending money in places that are not going to be beneficial and give you a return on your investment, and you'll make a lot more money a lot quicker with less bullshit. So with that said, I'd like to share with you today, right now, right here, as you're watching this video looking at me, I would like to share with you four things I noticed that all very successful, very rich people do. If you have these 4 traits, if you do these 4 things, you will make money. Even if you're not making money now, as long as you consistently are doing these 4 things, you will get rich. Guys, you're not going to get rich overnight. Let's say you had a job for a while, and we know jobs are scams and pieces of crap. Jobs are stupid, just like college is stupid. Let's say you have a job, and you're like, I'm going to start this entrepreneur journey. I want to get rich, all right? You're not going to get rich overnight. But if you do the right things consistently over an extended period of time, you will get massively wealthy. And as we're going through these four characteristics, you should be thinking, am I doing these things? Am I doing these things all the way? Do I do these 4 things consistently? And if not, guys, if you don't do like any one of these 4 things, it's going to be challenging to get rich. And if you don't do like one of the things I'm going to share with you, if you don't do one of these things, guys, you're never going to get rich. It doesn't matter if you do everything else. If you don't do this one thing I will share with you, you will not get rich. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into these 4 things. So number 1, guys, is connecting with other successful people. Rich people connect with other rich people. Think about the 5 people that you hang out with the most. If you take their incomes, add it up and divide it by 5, your income will be very close to theirs. Well, will be very close to the average of those 5 people. They've done studies on this, and it's the same over and over again. Take the 5 people you hang out with, add up their incomes, divide it by 5, whatever that number is, it's scarily close to the amount of money that you're making. So you become who you hang around. So what you want to do, guys, is you want to start connecting, hanging out, and spending time with other people that are successful, other people that are rich, other people that are making things happen. And you don't want this to happen organically. You want this to happen strategically. So let me give you guys an example, all right? So a handful of months ago, I decided that I wanted to start going out a few times a week to bars and clubs. And I wanted to do it to talk to a lot of girls. So what I did was I hit up one of my buddies who I knew he went out every now and then, right? And he went out every now and then, and I said, hey, I'm going to start going out a lot again to talk to, because what I do is I go out, I meet a bunch of women, and then what I do is I find one girl that I really like, and then I date her and I stay exclusive with her, and then we'll eventually date, and if we ever break up, it's like, all right, I'm single again, it's time to start going out a lot to meet new people. I know I'm not planning to sit here in front of you making a video and the perfect woman show up magically in front of me. I'm going to be proactive. I'm going to go out there and, talk to a bunch of girls. And I know that some girls I talk to are not going to be into me. Some girls I talk to are going to have husbands. Some girls I talk to are going to have boyfriends. Or some girls I talk to, they're going to just start dating someone and they don't want to mess it up, right? And then there's some girls who I'm going to like and they're not going to like me. And then there's going to be some girls that that I like, but they don't like me, and some girls that like me, but I don't like them, right? So, it's good to meet a fair amount of people and not settle for a lot of people, what they do is they settle in a relationship. They're not happy in the relationship, and then they spend the rest of their lives justifying why they're in that relationship. Oh, it's not so bad. Oh, the person will get better. Oh, it's all right. I don't want to do that, right? I never settle for anything, so I want to go out a lot, right? Meet a lot of girls. So I called up my buddy, said, hey, I'm going out a lot. Who do you know that goes out a lot? It's this guy, Eric. He said, you want to talk to Eric. This guy, Eric, goes out all the time. He's always going out. He's going out 4, 5, 6 nights a week. And I said, okay. I said, does he, walk up and talk to girls? He goes, yes. He walks up and talks to girls. So what did? I was very proactive. I messaged Eric. I told him I was pretty much straight up about it. I said, hey, I want to start going out a lot. I hear you go out a lot. I want to start going out with you. When are you going out next? And then I made an effort to hang out with him. I said, hey, you want to meet there? The first couple times we met at the venue. And it was good, right? We hung out, we had a good time, we talked to a bunch of girls. He would talk to girls, I would start the conversations, right? And we kind of have a good time and hang out. Everything was really good. And then, guys, I was proactive, right? So after the first day we got done hanging out, I said, hey, I had a lot of fun with you. This was great. Let's go out again tomorrow. He said, all right, cool. I said, all right, I will text you tomorrow. The next day came, I messaged him. I said, hey, what's going on? You want to go out? He said, sure. I said, hey, you want me to pick you up? He said, sure. All right, so, we didn't know each other, so he might not have been comfortable with me picking him up right away, but the next time I picked him up. And since then, guys, we go out 1 to 4 nights a week. We've been doing that for like 3 months, right? And he's a very, very close friend because I hang out with him all the time. But you see what I did there, guys? I said, all right, I want to surround myself with people who are doing what I want, have what I want, or at least are consistently, proactively taking action to move in that direction. And he was the guy when it came to, going up and talking to a lot of girls, so I made a strong effort to hang out with him. So you want to connect with people that are trying to make a lot of money, in the process of making a lot of money, and are making a lot of money. And you can do that a couple ways. You can do that. There's actually a loophole you can use. One of the ways, guys, is by, going out there and meeting people in person and meeting people around where you live. Now, you might not know anyone that's successful or rich. So you know what you can do? Facebook. You can connect with people on Facebook. Facebook's amazing because you can join Facebook groups. You can add people on Facebook and find them by like what they search or hashtags they make. And you can become very good friends with them. I am very close, guys, to a lot of people that I've met on Facebook who I've never actually hung out with. We've chatted on Facebook. We've done videos together, where we've done videos together. All right, there's one of the people I interviewed. You can go back and find them. I interviewed this guy who was on the Shark Tank. I think season 7. Runs a multi-million-dollar a year company. Found him on Facebook. I added him. I was proactive about messaging him and kind of building a relationship with him. And we did like an hour video. It's on my YouTube channel. You can find it for free. You just go. He started the thing called the Pavlok, so you can go find it on there. And he basically shares with you like what he did to start his business, even when he didn't have any money, kind of his mindsets and different things that you can do to basically detect which type of person you are and how to use that to get rich. It's amazing, right? But we connected on Facebook. So if you don't know anyone, guys, go on Facebook, join Facebook groups. Something else you can do is if you follow certain people on Facebook, add the people that they follow. So guys, my Facebook, it used to be filled with broke, bitching, whining people. I removed all those knuckleheads. And then what I did is I joined these groups and I add a lot of people in groups. So the owner of the group will make a post, right? So there's this one guy who I believe he makes about $1 million a day, okay? And he'll make posts in this group. And guys, I'm doing all right. I'm not making $1 million a day yet, all right? He'll make a post and all these people will like it and heart it and thumbs up. Well, I guess it's the same thing, and wow it and all the different faces on Facebook. I'll go there and I'll add all those people. I've connected with a lot of those people. A lot of those people have become my friends, become people that I'm very close with. You will be surprised, by the way, how quickly you can bond with someone who's on the same page you are. You could have had someone that you've known for 5 years. You connect with someone that has the same interests, that's proactively taking action to get where they want in life and is on the same page you are. You can feel a stronger connection with them in an hour than you will with as an acquaintance for 5 years, and you see every now and then. There's this guy who was, I believe, in India. And he was doing the same thing I was doing about a year and a half ago. We connected on Skype. He didn't even speak that good English. Didn't even know what he looked like, all right? I felt more of a connection with him than almost anyone I talked to in the last solid 9 months, guys, because we were on the same page. We spoke the same language. We were doing the same things. We were bouncing ideas that we were doing. Oh, he was saying this, and he was giving me tips on this, and I was sharing this. And we were talking about how we wanted to do this for freedom, and so we could spend more time with our family, and so you know, we could make money, and it was a great business and all this stuff, right? And it was just an amazing thing. So number one, connect with people that are on doing the same thing you can. And it's easier than ever. You don't have to go to meetings anymore. You can, on your phone right now, when you get done watching this video, you can hit the button, close off YouTube, hit the button on Facebook, start joining a bunch of groups and connecting with people. And then, guys, what you see, guys, is you have Facebook, you know, on your timeline, you see people winning, right? It's almost like you hold yourself to a higher standard, because before, I thought I was doing good, right? I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and compared to all the on Facebook, you know, they're all broke. They're not really doing anything, right? Well, then guess what happened? I deleted all those people. I had these people. I have all these people now. People that I became close with and people I see driving Lamborghinis and Ferraris, renting private jets. One of the guys that I'm friends with on Facebook, guys, he rented Dan Bilzerian's jet for, it was like $35,000 for like a day or a couple days or however that works, all right? That's like leveling up. So I see all that, like, damn, all right. And a lot of these guys are in like really good shape. And I'm like, okay, you know, I got to step my game up. This is nice. The second thing, guys, is I'm gonna save the best thing for last. The most important thing is last. The second thing I noticed, guys, is people that are winning, people that become rich, they get excited easily. They get pumped up about little stuff. And I noticed that in my high-end programs. In my high-end programs, whenever I have someone join, and they join and they, you know, they'll have a little success. It'll be a tiny little thing. They won't even make any money yet, but they will have taken a step towards the right direction. They get excited. I know they're going to make a lot of money. When you get excited about little things, guys, that optimism pulls you forward and pulls you forward and pushes you towards the next thing. And the next thing, and the next thing. And all that getting rich is taking a series of actions for an extended period of time. The only thing separating you from making $10 million a year is a series of actions. So when I see someone get really optimistic and really excited about little stuff, I know they're going to be successful. I do this all the time, guys. I'll be talking to my buddies and you know, we pump ourselves up. We future project ourselves. We talk about what the future is going to be when I eventually want to get I want to move into Justin Bieber's. He's got like a 20,000 square foot house in LA. So I'll talk about that with some of my friends. We get pumped up about it. And we've been moving forward. We're a lot further now than where we were before, but we keep talking about it. And the excitement, guys, it's better to be more optimistic than pessimistic. That doesn't mean you have your head in the clouds. There's actually you want to be more optimistic than like pessimistic. Don't want to be neutral. It's better to be more optimistic, but you don't want to be too optimistic. And I can't really explain it in this video, but there's like a formula you can follow to make sure you have the right level of optimism and excitement, but it's not like too much. Because if you have too much and that's all you have, you need to have like clear thinking too. I'd have to spend a couple hours really explaining it, but that's basically how it works. But if you get excited about little accomplishments easy, you're on the right path. If you're not, guys, the problem is if you're not, you won't see success right away. You know, it's very hard that you're going to just get started in something and make $1 million next week. You won't see success right away. You'll start to self-doubt yourself. It'll be hard to work up the motivation unless you've developed advanced routines, daily routines to keep yourself in the right frame and state of mind, and then you'll give up. That's what happens if you don't get like overly excited. Number 3 is rich people, guys, invest in themselves. Ty Lopez talks about how he spends over $100,000 a month having coaches and getting access to better information. He's probably a mastermind. Spends over $100,000 a month, guys, consistently investing in himself, getting access to better information, and allowing himself to level up. Rich people, guys, are always investing in themselves. They're always getting access to better information. Now, you might not have $100,000 to go blow every single month on investing in yourself, but you could get access to certain programs which will catapult you and move you along faster. You could, there's programs out there. You can get access to lower end programs that, are, might be $50, $100, $200. You can get access to programs that are, a couple $1,000s. You can get access to masterminds that are $25,000 to where you're going to work one-on-one with someone. And if you can't afford that, guys, you can always go buy a book, right? You can go buy a book. The book might cost you $30. You can read the book. Here's one of the great things about books, guys. There's people out there that are making all sorts of money. They wrote a book taking a lot of the main points. And, guys, some of the books are actually, some of the books cannot be good, so you got to make sure you get the right books. But if you get the right book, you can find someone that spent 40 years building businesses and getting rich. And they condense some of the main principles they used in a book. You can get access to that book, right? If you can't afford books, guys, you can get on YouTube watching this video right now. Have you maybe gotten some value from this video? All right? Have you maybe learned some things? Okay? Was the video free? All right? You can go through videos, right? I have lots of videos you can go through. You can also, guys, a lot of times find like audiobooks on YouTube. You can type in, I'm sure you might be able to type in like Think and Grow Rich audio. I know you can find audiobooks on YouTube. You can find like Napoleon Hill giving hour-long talks on YouTube. You can watch that, guys. It's free. Absorb information, but you need to be investing in yourself. And then as you make money, guys, spend part of that money investing in yourself. Because when you can get a program or you can get like a coach, that's why getting like a coach is important. When you can get a coach, like if you can work with someone one-on-one, they can see where you're at and they can just tell you what to do to get to the next level. You don't have to spend 10 hours reading a book and mainly only doing one or two things that you could have learned in a few minutes if someone just told you what to do. But hey, if you got to start with a book, start with a book. We all got to start somewhere, just as long as you're investing in yourself. The final thing, guys, is you got to take massive, consistent action. This is the thing nobody likes, but the most important thing. If you do everything else wrong, as long as you do this, you will get rich. You have to take massive, consistent action. You must be continuously spending some of your time learning better information. That could be going through YouTube videos, could be reading books, could be going through courses, whatever it is, guys. A lot of your time, though, needs to be spent on taking action, on building your business. Whether it's laying the foundation, whether it's building the house, when you build a house, you lay the foundation, then you make a blueprint for the house. Or I guess you make a blueprint first, you lay the foundation, you do things to build up the sides, and then you put the top on, right? You need to be going out there and doing it. It doesn't matter how many books you read on how to build a house. It doesn't matter how many friends you know that build houses. It doesn't matter, It doesn't matter how many, it doesn't matter how many videos you watch on how to build a house. If you want to build a house, you actually have to get out there, roll up your sleeves, get your hands dirty, and pour the concrete, and build the beams, and put the electricity through, or however the hell that works. Put the roof on, all that stuff. You need to take action. Guys, taking a little bit of action is not going to fucking cut it. You need to take a lot of action, right? If you're spending like an hour or two a week on your business, you will never get rich. There's no reason for you to watch this video anymore. There's no reason for you to subscribe to my channel. Because if you're only going to spend even if you spend a few hours, right? If you spend a few hours a week on your business, that's not enough. 5 hours a week on your business, that's not enough. You need to be spending lots of time on your business. Now, depending on the business, you can use loopholes, yes, but you want to be spending if you have a job, let's say you're working 40 hours a week, you need to be spending a good 15 to 30 hours a week consistently on your business if you want to see decent results, right? 10 hours at the bare minimum. You should be shooting for 15 to 30 hours. You need to build the business. You need to be focusing on the business. You need to take time to build the business, right? But if you can only do like 15 hours, all right, do 15 hours. Totally fine. 15 hours a week is all right to get started. 20 hours is better. 30 hours is best. The more time you spend, the faster the business is going to grow. Simply how it is. And then what you do, guys, is you spend a little bit of your life. You spend a little time with your life being, you do what others are not willing to do so you can live the life everyone else can't live. You spend part of your life, when you get started building a business, it's going to be the hardest thing in the world, because you're going to be spending time and money probably building your business, and you might not be making any money. You stick with it and you figure it out. Then you start making some money. Then you eventually start making some good money. Then you make enough money to surpass your job. So before, you were working 40 hours a week and then 30 hours a week on your business. You didn't really have a life. Now you have your business that's making you more money than your job, and you're only spending 30 hours a week on your business. And the good thing is, once you get your business built, doesn't matter what field it's in, once you know everything and you have money, you can put systems and people in place to automate the business. So then you can go from working 30 hours a week to 20 hours a week to 10. There's lots of people I know, guys, that make hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars a year. I know lots of people personally who make millions of dollars a year working 5 to 10 hours a week. Think of Tim Ferriss's 4-hour work week. But you don't get there not doing anything. You have to put in the time. You have to spend money and time and be losing it and not making anything. You have to build your business. You have to figure it out. And then the final stage of the business is automating it, outsourcing it, stepping back. You're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars a year. You'll have a business that's going to make you money forever. You're spending 5 to 10 hours a week working, and then you can do whatever you want to do the rest of your life. But it is impossible to get there. You will not get there if you don't first put in the time up front. If you don't first make the sacrifices. If you don't spend the money while using the time in the beginning to grow your business and not make any money in the beginning. You're not going to make any money, guys, in the beginning when you start your business. Now, I mean, and that could be for a few weeks. That could be for a few months, depending on your business, right? But you have to stick that out. The longer you hold out, the longer you stay with it and stick it out, the easier it'll get and the more money you will make. But if you don't go through that initial period of massive pain, you're never going to get the pleasure. If you like this video, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I see you on the next video.